Today we are going to speak about grammar. I suggest you opening your books at page 8, exercise 1. Let's remember present and past simple, present and past continuous. Listen to the rules and examples. We use the present simple for habits and routines. Time expressions are every day, month, hour, summer, morning, evening, etc. Usually, often, sometimes, always, on Sundays, Tuesday, and etc. Listen to the example.
I love paintballing. I go every weekend.
We use the present continuous for actions happening now or around the time of speaking. Time expressions are now, at the moment, at present, nowadays, these days, tomorrow, next month, etc.
She is making some jewelry at the moment.
We use the present simple for timetables.
What time does the film start?
It starts at 8.
We use the present continuous for future fixed arrangements.
I'm going to a party on Saturday. Do you want to come?
Yes, that would be great.
The past simple we use for an action completed in the past. Time words and phrases used with the past simple are ago, yesterday, last month, week, in the 1998.
I finished university last month.
The past continuous is used for an action which was in progress at a certain time in the past. Time words and phrases are while, when, as, all day, night, morning, all day, yesterday, and etc.
They were skydiving yesterday afternoon.
Past simple is used for two actions that happened one after the other in the past.
Jane put on some warm clothes and took her dog for a walk.
We use the past continuous for two or more actions which were in progress at the same time in the past.
Jake was singing while Kate was playing the drums.
We use the past simple for past habits.
John collected stamps when he was a teenager.
And we use the past continuous for a long actions in the past, which was interrupted by another past action in past simple.
While they were having lunch, Jane's phone rang.
We use the past simple for past habits.
My father traveled a lot when he was young.
We use the past continuous for giving background information in a story.
The sun was shining. A cool breeze was blowing while they were having a picnic.
Now let's look at the sentences in the first exercise and define which verb forms are in present simple. Yes, they are starts in the first sentence, place in the 8. In present continuous, am seeing in the first, are being put up in the 6th. Past simple, cold, sentence 3. Was released, 5th sentence. Put on, went in the 9th sentence. And past continuous, was playing, was listening, sentence 2. Was playing, 3. Was jogging, 7. And in the 10th sentence, they are was shining, was blowing, was skiing. And now your task is to match the examples to the uses below. Exercise 2. Let's remember present perfect and past perfect. Let's remember the rule of using these tenses. Present perfect have with past participle of the main verb. We use the present perfect for actions which happened at an unstated time in the past and continue up to the present. Time expressions are just, already, yet, for, since, ever, never, etc.
Hello, Mary. I haven't seen you for ages.
Present perfect is used for personal experiences.
Harry has never gone skydiving before and looks very scared.
Past perfect is formed with the verb had with past participle of the main verb, and we used the past perfect for actions that happened before another action in the past. Time expressions before, after, already, just, for, since, when, by the time, never, etc.
By the time he reached the bus stop, the bus had already left.
We use the past perfect for actions that finished in the past and whose result was visible in the past. The past perfect is the past equivalent of the present perfect. Now let's do exercise 2. You are to use phrases in the brackets to make sentence. Write down them in your copybooks. Read the model. He said, lose his rugby ball. He has lost his rugby ball. Future tenses. We use the future simple to make on-the-spot decisions. Time expressions are tomorrow, next Saturday, next week, month, year, the day after tomorrow, soon, in a week, month, year, etc.
I'll buy 2 sandwiches because I'm quite hungry.
We can use the present continuous for gradually developing situation.
More and more people are shopping online these days.
We can use the present simple to talk about timetables and programs.
Our aerobics class starts at 7 o'clock.
We use expression be going to make prediction based on what we see or know. Time expressions tomorrow, next, this week, month, year, in a little while, the day after tomorrow, in 2-3 years' time, next week, month, year, tonight, soon, in a week, month, and etc.
Look at that man. He's going to slip and fall down.
We use be going to talk about plans and intentions in the near future.
Now that I have saved up some money, I'm going to travel as much as I can.
We use the future simple to make predictions based on what we think or believe will happen in the future, usually with the verbs hope, believe, think, imagine, expect. With the expressions I'm sure, I'm afraid, with the adverbs probably, perhaps.
Many people think that young people will spend even more time playing computer games in the future.
We use the future simple for promises, threats, warnings, hopes, and offers.
I will study harder this term. I promise, Miss Lane.
We can use the present continuous to talk about fixed arrangement in the near future.
We are having dinner at a Chinese restaurant tonight. We booked a table yesterday. Would you like to come?
Now in exercise 3, you are to read the examples and define which is an on-the-spot decision, a gradually developing situation, a timetable, a future prediction based on what we see, a future plan or intention, a future prediction based on what we think will happen, a promise, a fixed arrangement in the near future. Exercise 4 you will write down in your copybooks. You are to choose the correct verb forms.